Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome to RDFs How to Play Like series. I am planning on making this a regular feature on FMSCOUT, so let me know in the comments if I should continue making this. Don't forget to like, subscribe and comment. Let's get started. There's no question Johan Cruyff had a mind of his own. Cruyff was the most famous advocate of the football philosophy known to everyone as total football. Attack, possession, goals. One quote to prove his philosophies were just different to anybody else's at that time. He once said, "In my teams, the goalie is the first attacker and the striker is the first defender." This is the most offensive-minded as you can be. Cruyff left a legacy at Barcelona, and it was way more than trophies and records. It was more the identity and the birth of the youth system. Now, the youth system at Barcelona was always okay, it was pretty decent, but the level that Cruyff took it in the academy, Cruyff demanded changes, he demanded things, and one of the main things was education, and that is why Barcelona's youth system, they seem to produce youth that just on the pitch, their thinking is just, they're one step ahead. Now, unfortunately for Cruyff, he passed away, and I really do hope this video can shed some light on how important this guy is in modern days football. So now, what we're going to do is try and paint that beautiful picture into Football Manager, and we're going to see how it goes. First off, we're going to start with the shape. Of course, we're aiming for the 3-4-3. Cruyff had diamonds set around the pitch. This made it easy for the transitions. This made it easier for the high fluidity team structure. So in order to achieve this, what we're going to do is bring this centre mid down to make the DM. There we go. And then we're going to bring a striker down. There we go. And then we're just going to push these up because he loved his wingers. His wingers love to stay out wide. And then that's what we're going to do. That's the shape there, the 3-4-3 shape. And now we're going to get into the instructions. We're going to look for the one we think is right for this system. Personally, I believe it's positive. The reason why I'm going with positive is the amount of people we have here. I feel going anything above positive, it will just cause us too much problems, too much unnecessary problems, because positive is in the description, it's still positive play, and with the attacking players and with the fluidity and the expression from these players, we still should be attacking enough. For in possession, with the attacking width fairly wide, that's good enough. I feel if we go for wide, which is leaving ourselves wide open for their counter, again unnecessary. He liked space on the pitch, he liked his wingers to be out wide, he liked his centre mids to have space and time on the ball to make decisions. For approach play, we're going to leave passing to space. We don't want the through ball all the time, we also want possession. Possession was a thing that Cruyff believed in. If you don't have the ball, you just don't score. And for that reason, we're going to play out a defence, of course. Passing directness, standard, again I think that's okay because we're on positive mentality, so it's short passing anyway, it's possession based. But for the tempo, we're going to go with slightly lower. The reason why I'm choosing this, we still want things to be controlled. It is attacking football, but we still want control of the ball. For the final third, of course, we're going to work ball into box, nice intricate play. Cruyff loved these teams to shoot, but amount of expression and the freedom we're going to give these players, I feel this instruction is needed, otherwise too many shots and then we'll start losing possession that way. And dribbling, we're going to go for run out defense. Of course, I want my attackers to show off their dribbling abilities, their flair. I need that, we need that. And creative freedom, we're going to be more expressive, of course. This is a Cruyff team. Expression is number one. Expression. Now, for in transition, naturally we will counter press. The reason why I'm not going to use counter press on this occasion, simply because I don't want to overdo it. I don't want to just over counter press and then it becomes 2 people closing down 1 ball. We have 3 defenders. So for that reason, just to not overkill on the counter press, which will leave us too open, I believe, I am actually going to leave that. But when possession has been won, we are going to counter. If we win the ball from deep, we need our advanced players to be in advanced positions, making runs too. For distribution, we're going to go to roll it out. This is something Cruyffs keepers usually used to do. They used to roll it out to 1 player, and that would be the middle centre back. And now for out of possession. Out of possession, of course, it's going to be the much higher line of engagement. Simply being, we need the ball. So as soon as the opposition has the ball anywhere on the pitch, we need to be closing down. Of course, timely closing down. We need to be cutting off lanes, not going too hard on the challenges. We just need to make it more difficult for the oppositions. We need to set traps. So with potentially 6 attacking players, this should be enough to be closing down passing lanes. And with the defense line, we're going to shift it higher, cause a little traffic in the middle. We don't want to be too deep, of course, as well, because we only got 3 defenders. That is so key. With defensive width, we're going to stay standard. Reason being, Cruyff loves his wide centre-backs to be able to go out wide. So these centre-backs will need to be agile players. And interestingly, Cruyff used to play natural fullbacks in these positions, not centre-backs. So that could be an option for you. Pressing intensity, we're going to go extremely urgent. I've explained before, we just need to win the ball. We need to be in possession. I'm going to leave the get stuck in and stay on feet, the tackling, I'm going to leave that. Prevent short goalkeeper distribution, I'm going to leave that. Because again, we are closing, a lot of closing. We don't want to use unnecessary instructions that will just leave our team too open. Get stuck in. As soon as one of our players are beaten by a dribble because he got stuck in, we are now potentially left open. So that's it for the instructions, the team instructions. We are now going to move on to the player roles. How he set them up, the instructions. Well, I'm going to try and interpret that, of course. I am not going to get the exact instructions, but this here is important. Team fluidity. This needs to be very fluid, no less. If there was more, we would go more, but nothing less than very fluid. And I'm going to start with a goalkeeper. We're putting him on sweeper, but attack. With the ball playing defenders here, of course, we're going to just move them to ball playing defenders. Instructions. When in possession, they need to stay out wide. Stretch the opposition everywhere all over the pitch. And of course, dribble more. We want our centre-backs to be able to bring the ball out from defence. These are going to be the ultimate ball-playing defenders. The centre-back, probably everyone's favourite role in Football Manager 2020. The libero on support. This is an excellent role if you can get the correct player. Now, for the DM, the hub, the Pep Guardiola of the team, the whole team moves around him. He actually had more than one system. His systems can change to 4 at the back. This can all happen because of one man and one man only. This guy. While the whole team moves, everyone here is moving around. Everyone around here moves around. This guy is the hub. He's the protection. He's also the pivot. See, I could put him on deep lane playmaker, but there's one thing I don't like about that, and that's the hold position. I don't want anyone to be holding their position, to be honest with you. So, DM, I'm going to leave it on support, but with shorter passing, I'm just going to click shorter passing. Just give me better possession. I don't want everyone to be launching balls. Your centre-backs will be playing risky passes. Your DM doesn't need to be that guy too. For the left side of midfield, there's so many roles I can pick here, because Cruyff had players, advanced players, moving into here, moving out wide here. For a nice variation in midfield, I went with advanced playmaker on support, but with him, I told him stay wider. We need to stretch the opposition as much as we can. So with the advanced playmaker, I got him with stay wider. And then his partner will be the Mazzala. Basically doing the same thing, but just a little bit more offensive and a little less control over the tempo of the team. But he's going to be looking to exploit spaces, especially in this half space around here. For the attacking midfielder, we're actually going to go with Shadow Striker. Now this guy is going to be the only person in the whole team that has an attack duty. He's going to be your most offensive, your most aggressive player. He needs to be able to get in behind, causing confusion. The opposition won't know who to mark, when to mark. For your wide players, Johan Cruyff loved wide players. In possession, they came inside, but they were still wingers. So inverted winger is the perfect role here. It's perfect what we're looking for. When the team's in possession, I actually want him to get forward. I also want him to stay wider. When the player has the ball, we are going to be very offensive. There's going to be a lot of creativity, a lot of freedom. And just to slow it down a little bit, I'm actually going to ask him to hold the ball up a little more, along with shorter passing. This is so they don't make rash decisions on the ball. We need these players to be clinical. And then of course for the right hand side, we're literally just going to duplicate that again. And then for your striker, I'm going to put him on complete forward, on support. He needs to be able to literally do everything in attack, everything here. So if this guy chooses to come in, he needs to be able to come out wide. If he chooses to come up and go up front, he needs to be able to come back and slot in. Training sessions were important to Johan Cruyff. This is where he can express his philosophies to his players, get them playing exactly how he liked. So, I've actually come up with my own schedules, my own Johan Cruyff schedules for you guys, which you can choose to use if you wish. I'm just going to show you what I use throughout the whole season. On Monday, it was teamwork and tactical work. On Tuesday, it was play out from the back, it was transitional press, and shot stopping for the goalkeeper. On Wednesday, it was chance conversion and chance creation alongside distribution for the goalkeeper. On Thursday, possession, attack and shadow play, and ball retention. On Friday, attack and patient. On Saturday would be the match. On Sunday, we recover, and then we'll have a match review. So, a lot of this training is based off technical ability. We need to learn how to create chances, how to score them, and how to build up. There wasn't really much defensive work. We're not expecting to do that much defensive work on the pitch. So we've basically neglected any defensive work. The 2 match is basically the same again. A lot of technical stuff here. With the rest, again, I've gone 59% condition, no gym work. 66 to 69, no gym work. 70 to 79 will be half intensity. 80 to 89 will be half intensity. And 90 plus will be double intensity. For the individual, I will set them up like this. I'll go to each player and I'll just find and I'll pick a weakness. I think his attacking movement is his weakness. So I will choose that. I either find the weakness or what I want from them regarding tactic wise. And for the more established players, if you can't find anything, what I usually do is just go agility balance. Well, I'm not really going to improve it, but what I'm trying to do is stop the decline basically. So that's it for training. The training schedule will of course come along with the tactic. Hello guys, the results. Wow, what a result using this tactic. 34 games played at 82 goal difference with 93 points on the board. The top goal scorer, Dusan Tadic with 35 goals. Highest average rating player, Ziyech with 7.94. David Neres is the most assists with 20. Pass completion. Andre Onana, 95%. Most player of the awards, Hakim Ziyech. Most yellow cards, Veltman. And most red cards, Veltman. Obviously, an aggressive player. So let's go to the league table. Ajax, 34 games played, 34 won, none drawn, 3 lost, 102 scored, 20 conceded, 93 points on the table. Wow. We won 31 games out of 34 and lost 3. We drew no games. So, the matches pretty much went either way. We either won or we lost. There's no in the middle. There's no drawing. For the DL team stuff, average possession, Ajax in 4th place with 60%. That's a high percentage. AZ or Azard, they did very well. Goals from corners, we scored 7. So again, those who doesn't like scoring from a lot of corners. We scored a lot of indirect free kicks. That's probably due to me having high quality set piece takers, which I recommend. 89% pass completion, that's very good. Passes completed with 16,110 passes, that's a lot. Chances created, miles ahead. Ajax, of course. Shots on target, Ajax. Best conversion rate, Ajax. Fouls against, Ajax. 600. Wow. Conceded, the meanest defense in the league. So those who are worried about only having 3 players back there, obviously it wasn't that much of a problem for me. For the player DLs, Dusan Tadic with the top. Look at that. We have 4 players up there. 4 of the top 6 are my players. Average minutes per goal, again, Tadic. Neres is up there. Oh, wow. Shots, Ziyech with the most shots, Neres. Attacking wise, we did very well. Very, very well. Chances created. It's our top 2 guys again. We've got Quincy there, we've got Ziyech there. If we just go to the squad and look here. Tadic, 35 goals in all comps. David Neres, 16 goals. It's just the attacking players. Here's the front 3. Assists, David Neres, Ziyech. Excellent offensively. This tactic will give you a lot offensively. Look at that. It's beautiful. So, thank you guys for watching. I'm just going to leave you some highlights from the Dutch Cup final that we won 8-1 in. Enjoy, have a good day, and stay safe. Peace. From Ziyech, 1-0. Tadic makes it 2. Closing down Tadic makes it 3. It's 3-0. Tadic again, working tirelessly. It's made it 4. Great save. Great save by the keeper. Neres, Tadic. It's 5. Can they make it 6? Yes, they can. It's Tadic again. Marin, Babu, what a strike. What a strike. Oh, they pulled back. They pulled one back. Big Tadic. It's 8 for Ajax, 6 for Tadic. That wraps up the game.